Welcome back, graduates. Today I'm going to show you how to configure and install the quiz feature. So what that looks like is on the preview, it's going to look like this with a quiz page. So we have this for demo purposes only. You can change out the text here and the subtext and also the questions. So I'm going to give you an example of how it looks. Question 1 of 4, I'm going to pick crew, I'm going to pick red, I'm going to pick poly, and I'm going to do 20s, and these are my results. Then you can have the option to take quiz again. So no matter what options, you can set instances and have results populated. So when going into your theme dashboard, you're going to go into the latest version of Ecomify Theme, and you're going to click Customize. Once you're on the dashboard, you're going to go into your quiz right over here. And so how this will be set is in your theme editor, you're going to already have under pages, you're going to already be having in the theme editor your quiz template. So what you're going to need to do is go into the outside of here and go under pages, and you're going to add a page. So you're going to do add a page, and you're going to name it quiz or whatever you would like. And then you're going to go and you're going to assign that to the quiz template, just like the following, like this. So this is just quiz. There's nothing in the HTML except this. Leave this the same, and then assign it to the quiz. Once that is there, you can go and save it, and you'll see nothing at first, or you might see the first question by default. So going back into your theme editor, you're on the page quiz, and this is what it's going to look like. And take note, it is not broken. We did this in a way so you can visualize and see the steps as you're working through it. So again, this is not broken, but on preview, you'll be able to see the steps like this. In the theme editor, when you go into the mobile, this is how it'll look on mobile, and then on full screen, this is how it'll look on the full screen monitor. So going into your quiz, on the quiz section itself, on the right sidebar, you're going to be given background color, options, body, white, light, primary, secondary, and dark. These are assigned in your theme settings right over here under styling. Now you'll have wrapped in container, or you'll have fluid. It means it's going to be a full width, or if it's going to be in a container. And then max width, we set it to a good 960 or 1200, or even 768 are good numbers as well. Text align is the text alignment of the heading. So if you do left, it'll go left. And then if you do center, it'll go center. And then here's where you can choose the quiz, and then quiz heading, H1 being the biggest, H6 being the smallest. Then scrolling down, you'll have the description option, which will be right under here. You can change this text and copy. And then description size, FS1 being the biggest and FS6 being the smallest. So you can play around with that setting as well. And then you have the button color, which is the primary, secondary, success, danger, warning, and info, and then you have the outlines for it. So then you have image orientation, which is if you want to hover over the next image. So it just hovers over the next image for your results. And then also if you want it square, or if you want it landscape and portrait. Landscape is horizontal, portrait is taller and more vertical. And then image thumbnail, where it gives a border or it does not give a border. And these are for your results. And then you can have the option to show sale badge or not show sale badge, if they are on sale or not. And then you can also have the option to truncate. If it exceeds 2 lines, you can have it to be just 1 line or no truncating at all. And then title size options. And then you can have the option to have the wish list or to add to cart. And you want to add to cart for this as well. toggled on. So the next step is the blocks. So you'll see that there are blocks and these are items. So the first item, like this, is going to be the title. What do you prefer? The title size option. And then you can have a description underneath as well, and description size. So right over here, please pay attention. These are the values. So I am naming this as, for demo purposes, crew, regular, crop, long sleeve, and hoodie. They have to be spelled exactly as they are here. Crew, regular, crop, long sleeve, and hoodie. This goes in order, and they are separated with a space by a comma. Now you can have the option for each item to have images or not have images. So this displaying is just going to be like this, text, options to choose, or if you choose to have an image, you can set the image, and I'll show you how in the back end. Then keep this the same as 240 by 240. And then also you have breakpoints, which are how many are displayed on the screen. So I have 5. This seems to be a good number to be 5 on display for desktop and 3 on mobile, like so. The next item, you're just going to click on add block and you're going to click on item. So this will be another item or another question. So the next one is going to be, what is your favorite color? And then I'm going to set as red, blue, green, white, and black. And then I opted in to show images as well. You do not have to show images, and it will just look like this for the questionnaire. So we'll show images for this one, and you're given the same settings as well. Keep these all the same for each item. The next one is going to be a question. What type of material do you prefer? And you can have a description, and your options are, your values are right here, separated by space and a comma. And right now I did not choose to show images. If you show images, it will look like this currently until you add in the images, which I'll show you in the back. And then the last question, I have, what is your age range? And it is separated by commas with a space, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. And that is my last question. So the next is going to be my results. In here, we've given you 12, I believe, 12 sets. So 12 variations of what the results can be. So what this means is your results and your description right over here based on, your answers. And then down here, so what I'm basically saying, and they're separated by commas, is if someone picks crew, then red, and poly, and in their 20s, show these products. I can also allow it to say, separated by commas, if they choose a crew and a blue and a poly and a 20 and 40s, reflect these products. Scrolling down, you then have another set option. So if someone chooses a crew, a red, a blue, and a green, and a poly, and being in their 20s and 30s, show these results right here, where you can choose to remove or to change all products. Then we give you another option. So we give you 12 different variation options where you can have more than one. So if someone chooses a regular and a hoodie and a red, and clicks on a blue and a green and chooses poly, within the 20s and 30s, reflect this product. Set 4, I have regular. I have when a customer clicks on regular or hoodie and they're picking on red, blue, and green, and denim, and 20s and 30s, they're choosing these values, then show these images. You can also add different ones as well. So you can do a regular, you can do a hoodie, you can do long sleeves. So if customer is ordering or selects regular, long sleeve, and hoodie, and chooses red and blue, you can do all of the options as well and then display the product. So here I have a more advanced option. If a customer chooses a quiz and chooses long sleeve or a crop or a regular and a hoodie, so all four, and they're choosing red, blue, and green, and white, and black, any of these colors, and they choose cotton and denim, and they're in any of these age ranges except 40, then display these products. Now, take in mind, these are demo product for purposes only. So you can go and choose what products you want for results. So in the items, if you want to show images, you're going to go into the back end of your Shopify store in the content area that Shopify has updated. So when you click on this block, it's going to tell you when you show images, to disable, you're going to toggle this off. But if you want to have the images here, you're going to have to upload them individually under Shopify's files in the content area right over here under files right here. And then you're going to want to follow the following format. Quiz, so all the images are going to start with the image quiz hyphen, and one is the index. So what index means is the first format of the question. So all images will be quiz 1 crew, quiz 1 regular, quiz 1 crop, quiz 1 long sleeve, and quiz 1 hoodie. Example, quiz 1, the index is a question order. So the first order is going to be the first image here. This is the second question. So when having the second question, it's going to be the second index. So this will be quiz 2 red, quiz 2 blue, quiz 2 green, quiz 2 white, and quiz 2 black. So in here, I'm showing you how it looks, quiz -1 crew. So what they're saying is under the quiz, this is under the first question, and these are the variant options. When you're naming them, please name them the exact same way like this. So these are the first questions, and this is a crop, a hoodie, a long sleeve, regular, and crew. When you're saving this is not case sensitive, but in here, it is case sensitive. You'll see here, quiz 2, red. And you'll see that this is the second question. This is the second question and for the index, and it is red. So quiz 2, red. This is the second question, quiz 2, blue, and so forth. So if I were to make another image for the third question, a poly image, a cotton, a denim, and a blend, this would be saved as quiz 3 because this is the third question. This is the third question for that, also called the index. So it would be quiz -3 poly, quiz -3 cotton, quiz -3 denim, and quiz -3 blend. When you go into here, then you can show image, and this will populate then for poly, cotton, denim, and the blend. As long as you update it here and name the correct formatting as well. So because this is the fourth question, there's no image. Some will require images if you choose, and some will not. This does not require an image, but if this was to have images for 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60s, this would be quiz -4-20s, the same way it's spelled out like this. And also with the plus sign here. So this would be quiz -4-30s, quiz -4-40s, quiz -4-50s, and so forth. And then, so for here, you don't have to name the file right here, just the values of how you name them down here and the instances. And then you can pull in any of the results when someone chooses only crew and a red or a blue and a poly and the 20s and 40s. You can have as many instances as you can tell as I scroll down. There's a lot more options here. If someone chooses, long sleeve and a crop and a regular and the hoodie, choosing these colors within this price range and denim, then display these products. And then it'll automatically pull in that. So what that will look like is going into the quiz, going to, let's say, crop, green, denim, and 40s. I have some results here. If you do not have results, it's just going to say take the quiz again. Hopefully that helps explain things. And then what they can do is go into the product and add to cart and then order from there. So that is how to customize the quiz.